The Twin Cities housing market is so hot that some buyers are skipping home inspections to make their offers more appealing to sellers.
This can be a risky proposition. So what should home buyers look for if they decide to go the no inspection route? Andy Lindus of Lindus Construction joins us live this morning to talk about some of these deal breakers and non-deal breakers. You've seen it, Andy. I've heard realtors tell me 90% in some of their transactions, they're saying, are foregoing these inspections, which is crazy, but it's happening. And so you have some tips on if that's the route you have to take.
If that's the route you have to take, it scares me to be frankly honest with you. It wouldn't be a road I'd take. 90% of the homes getting bought without an inspection, especially knowing what I see, the structural issues that you can see, cracking in foundation, water damage, mold. This is stuff that can cost thousands of dollars. I was at a house the other day, built in 2005. And I know for sure that this home has been through 2 hailstorms and was recently sold for $25,000 over the asking price. And I know that that roof has never been replaced. So that house is going to have to go through another $20,000 in roof repairs eventually, making the value of this house at $340,000 when they were just asking $300,000. I just don't know how this isn't going to come to a head eventually. So I think there's a lot of things that people can do, and things that you can look for maybe if you're going to forego the inspection. And what I'm coming to find out is you don't have to do an inspection contingency. Mm-hmm. You still can do an inspection and get out of the sale. You might not be able to negotiate more, but you might be able to back out of the sale. So I don't think foregoing the inspections is the right thing. Foregoing the inspection contingency is probably the best thing. At the very least, get a good contractor like us to come out and at least tell you what we're seeing. Right,
because there are some things that are deal breakers. What are those?
Little things like there's a lot of houses that don't have gutters. That's something that you can relatively cheaply put on your home, for under a couple of $1,000s. There's things like insulation upgrades. If you get in the attic and realize that the R value isn't where it is, again, for a few $1,000s, you can upgrade that insulation and significantly make your house a little bit more comfortable. Skylight window repairs are usually pretty insignificant. Now, having said that, I recently was on a skylight repair that led to almost $5,000 in rot damage because it had gone left undone that much. So, but repairing a skylight and putting a new flashing kit on should be for under $1,000. So, little things that can be under $1,000 shouldn't really scare you off. The stuff that should scare you off is the structural damage, the furnaces. I was at a house the other day that had a mound system that's never been inspected. The new homeowners inspected it. It's going to be $30,000 to put a new mound in, and they're not going to be able to get somebody to do that until next spring. Wow. That's the other thing is contractors are booked up. So you're finding out your new home needs to do this stuff, and you might be waiting 6 months.
Oof. A lot to keep in mind, and a lot of places where those costs can really add up on you.
Yeah,
it is. It's a scary thing, and my best advice is anytime we panic or let fear make our decisions, or because we have to, we don't. Now, here's an offer I heard the other day that might be better.
Sorry, you know what, Andy? We got to get out of this. I'm so sorry because what you're telling us is really great stuff and kind of scary. But we'll get you back on to tell us. Just give us more horror stories, though.
Yes.